But I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin. Bok.
Here we go, guys. I'm using a different microphone today, so you might not hear as good as the normal one, but I like this one because the headphones are pretty good. Anywho, we are gonna play some Thronebreakers today, and I'm super excited for this game because it's from CD Projekt Red, and I didn't expect this game to receive good critical reviews, but it did, and I'm super excited to play this. Let's try it out. Yeah, I tried playing it a little bit, but here we go. I can feel that this game's gonna be good. Especially the story part.
They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances. And then, in good spirits, justly so, remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior,
Sorry about
but
that.
for her persistence and courage. Where was I? Ah, as the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Maeve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
First thing, the voice acting is super good. Crisp. I can hear the sound, the music, background music is awesome as well. I'm loving it so far.
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Steady, Caldwell.
Steady.
Come now.
Steady.
Deep breath. All right. Speak.
I like how all the
Be
games.
precise.
I like how all the games they say that your choices matters, but it really doesn't in the end. But in the Witcher universe, it does matter, and it makes a huge impact on how your story is gonna move forward and also end. It all depends on once I played Witcher 3 and I did something to Ciri. I don't really remember. I said something like to Ciri's biological father, something, and then I couldn't find Ciri, and Ciri was gone forever. And if you have played The Witcher 3, you would know that Ciri is kind of a main character in the game, and just one simple dialogue made such a big impact that even the main one of the main character actually died or disappeared. So yeah, I love CD Projekt Red for being so bold and very creative, because usually some other developers, they say that the, you know, choices matter, but they don't really matter. I mean, yes, to some degree, you know, like maybe they'll kill off a minor character, but in the Witcher universe, you can expect some big characters, like the main characters, to actually go. So yeah, it does really matter in this game.
As your grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Lokeren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
What is it about the northern accent that I love so much in these kind of games? I mean, if you use those northern accents in like a futuristic game like Watch Dogs, or you know, like something from the future like Cyberpunk or something, it'll sound really weird. But when you go back in time and you put these northern accents speaking characters in the game, it's so good. It makes the game so much better for some reason. I don't know.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, your grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be your grace's.
After weeks in the saddle, your grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your for... Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
I'm loving the art in this game. It's a strategy game, but with a very good story, which I like. I mean, I'm not much of a strategy kind of a guy, but if it's based around a good story, I love it. Like, I loved Warcraft, you know, it had a purpose. When you give the game a purpose to doing something, I'm into it, you know what I mean? Like, if I play something like Civilization or something like that just to make your kingdom bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more powerful or whatever, those kind of games I don't really understand, so I don't really play those kind of games. But if you give it a purpose, like a story, you know, like you have to capture and, you know, like get your army back or whatever, blah blah blah, you know, like in the Warcraft, when I used to play Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, it was awesome. Like those, I really want those kind of strategy games like Warcraft, Age of Empires. These kind of strategy games really makes my, you know, makes me happy. But I don't really, I played XCOM, I played Civilization. I didn't really enjoy it as much. I played it for a couple of hours and I got bored. Throw the game, but I must collect. Okay, I know that. So we got, we could. What's that?
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
Wow. Oh my god, you don't have to cut down the trees. It's like instant.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would.
Treasure map. So it's just in front of the house. Surrounded by woods. Where's that house? I don't think it's here. No. Felled on an old oak which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have lodgers? Use. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Just because I think I need those soldiers for later on.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
I'm loving the music so far. I don't know why. Is it Gwent? Please be Gwent. Because I love Gwent. Come on. Make it Gwent. Gwent. I don't think it's Gwent though. Like, they might have changed or something, you know.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Play any card.
This earth is
Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
There's only two types of cards, which is melee and range, I guess.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Wow. Whoa! Whoa! This is pretty awesome.
The chase is on!
If you insist.
Dogs!
my spirits.
The strays took tail and run.
Hey,
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
one bullet's all I need.
Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike.
It's almost
that will
like
prove
Gwent,
decisive.
but not Gwent. Alright, I won the first round. I think I kind of get it, but I'm still
Battle formation!
bit lost.
Protect the queen!
So these guys are like more defensive, and these guys are... Alright.
Give me a time.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Ow!
Aye.
Whoa! Let's do this, bruh.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Of course. It's pretty easy. Like, I mean,
Matters
this is
seem
the
indeed to have
tutorial
gotten out
part,
of hand,
but, you know.
to put it mildly.
Neve said, arms crossed
Quite
atop
easy
her
to learn.
shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Okay, there's something here that I can pick up.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes,
Wow.
Lyria, the Pearl of the North,
Wow.
with its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
So this is my deck. So they have a max of 125 recruit something points. So it's like, you know, you have certain limits to okay. How do I can't. I can't recruit. Why? Why the hell not? What the hell's wrong with this? I'm trying to recruit. It says it's 0 everywhere, but I think this game is broken. Oh, there we go. Oh wow, 125.
A bit of respite, Reynard?
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently. And when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either. It's time I attended to other matters.
Man, I'm loving the music so far. The music is so good. Hi, DJ Trooper. Welcome.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less?
Is that the one that Geralt uses to pray and get the sign intensity or something? I think it is. Yeah.
Gods of mercy.
Oh my god.
Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages.
Necrophages, they are here.
For such vile monstrosity.
Let's do this. We gotta fight.
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Reynard, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, Your Grace. It's the first I've seen of any such... thing.
Alright, I'm gonna do this.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my...
No!
Fear fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
I'm a once.
So fortunate we ran.
That was easy.
Your Grace, yet more come.
They fill their bellies, ma'am. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Aye.
No.
Curses. Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Fuck.
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
No. I lost.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there! Yet another abomination.
Ugh, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
One vote.
Company, forward march!
Give me a target.
Oh, we win.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours!
Oh my god, the lettuce covered in blood. Wow, that's a lot of gold there. Ah, it's just like The Witcher.
The masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Maeve of Lyria and Rivia.
Ha' mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Maeve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, my lady. We've seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My. A blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleeton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady, Arbor no hire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts! The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
The Duke of Dogs fed you, so you've strength enough to carry arms. And as he gave you coin, you've no need of pay from the realm's coffers. Sergeant, all men of 15 summers or more will join our ranks at once. They'll serve 5 years.
No, milady, no! 'Tis mere weeks to harvest. Who'll tend to fields?
Niamh set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
I think I made the wrong choice here. I should have just left them.
What is this, Reynard? That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
What? You have to fight with the rock slide? That's funny.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Give me a time. Arbalista, your command.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourself!
Your Grace.
What? You're far fewer than I presumed. Someone...
One boat.
Give me a time.
Ha!
I don't understand.
The bluff crumbles!
I don't understand.
Your Grace.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it!
Give me a time. Arbalista, your command. Armor won't say.
The wagon! Use the wagon now!
Oh, that's how you play it.
We've
I bet
come
I can
through,
beat
Raynard.
you in points.
I thank you.
You bet, but I don't. I won't.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttresses doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
Alright guys, I'm gonna stop streaming now. Because I need to get to work. So peace guys. See you later.